The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Cochran, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To the air goes Daniels. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really, starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Williams, the man in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. In Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cochran. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Commanders 7.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 59 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know Sid. And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not
willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Conkrum. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conkrum. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Rice. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Ben sent it from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
That escapes this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
60 bison, 60 bison. Ready?
On 1st down, Clinton. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He finds his man complete. It's Cochran. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's stay 19.
They'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simic.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Track at 60. 79 Broncos.
2nd and 6.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To the air goes Daniels.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Up the middle they go. Cochran. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets it up past the 35. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw right side complete to Dotson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Daniels. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun on third down, Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Commanders 35.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And able to work pick about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Back 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes again. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 94 yards.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see also.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Set. 7-5. 7-5. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Daniels from the gun on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 42. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, set, go.
Now back to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
79. Here we go, set. Hey, smash Bronco.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 56, Commanders 49.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Well, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Philadelphia, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.